everyone, welcome back to Adobe Live here on Behance. Thank you so much for joining us. I see you all in chat. Hello, friends. So we are joined by the lovely Jill DeHaan again.
Hello.
She came back. She wasn't too scared away by live streaming. So you can see some of her beautiful work behind us, and it shows what we're working on this week, which is lettering, hand lettering. What else would you call it? The design of words.
Yeah.
Those things
good.
work. Awesome. So Jill's really talented, both digital and traditional hand letterer. And today we're going to be working, as you can see by the setup, on a more traditional piece.
Yay.
Awesome. So maybe we can go over what you worked on yesterday.
Definitely.
And then talk about what you're going to work on today.
Okay, so I mean, yesterday we did a font self kind of rough tutorial.
Right.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
And so that was, and then we just did some fun sketches, so Steve
Just some fun,
yeah,
really light sketching.
Some fun sketching, and then I tried some different, that's just a little quote for fun.
Zoom in on that. Let's see it a little bit.
Zoom in on that, biz.
Yeah. And to remind you all about Font Self, it's an extension that works with Illustrator CC and Photoshop CC, where you can make your own fonts and typefaces so easily. It's really intuitive.
Yeah, and if we have time, I would really love to, I worked on a couple other fonts yesterday, because I was so excited about Font Self, so I wanted to fiddle around with it, but we've got a couple that we can turn into a font if we want to later.
Awesome.
So yeah, but today I thought it'd be fun to hand paint, because that's what I like to do often. Just a little quote here. So I'm either going to do it dark or light. I think I'm going to do it light, because then I don't have to wait for it to dry.
Yeah.
So we're just going to do this today.
Awesome. So how did you get to this point? Like, did you do a sketch before that?
Yeah, so here's my notebook, and I tried it a couple different ways. So I tried it, you can see the camera.
Oh, there we go.
So I tried it in that way that I like to do, and then I also tried this one, and I thought that would be kind of fun to do today. So I think I'm going to do that.
Yeah. So our chat on our monitor is frozen, so sorry we haven't been saying hi to you all. Let's see. Let's scroll back up on the computer. Oh, Tiana says, Jill, I love your hair.
Thank you.
Yes. So many
I'm
nice...
like a Heidi rock star today.
You are.
I have like my
black
cool
tee,
shirt on.
yeah, your cute glasses. Wow, so many people being kind in the comments, and we haven't even seen them.
Friends.
Sorry.
Friends.
Yes, and you are talking about the contest in the chat, so I'll go over that very quickly. There's a different contest for today than it was yesterday. Yesterday it was to submit a letter or a set of letters designed in Photoshop or Illustrator on a white background. And today it takes it a step further. We want you to create a word, 3+ letters, in Photoshop or Illustrator with a white background. You can use some of the tips that Jill will be talking about today. You can pull up some of the streams from yesterday and pull some tips for that if you want a little bit of inspiration. And you're going to be submitting those in the next hour and a half. So in about an hour and a half, we will be picking a winner. Well, I won't. Jill will be picking a winner. And we'll look at submissions a couple times during the stream, because there are some from the last stream that didn't get looked at. So we want to make sure to see those. And the contest is not the only thing that you can win today. There's also a giveaway. So we will be doing a giveaway in 55 minutes. You have the chance to win 3 amazing posters. You can see them above us. We got Robzilla, Jing Wei, and Christine Herron's awesome pieces that were created here live in the studio. So stick around for that. All you have to do is be active in chat. Be kind, to be our friends, ask questions. Jill loves questions.
I do.
She has good answers too.
I really like hearing what you guys want to know. So.
Yeah, definitely. What's up, Tim? I see you in chat. Thank you for the welcome back. Daniel says, hi, Jill, cool shirt.
Thanks, chromatics.
Nice.
Italians do it better.
Truly.
Yeah.
Shauna wants to say, I love Jill's layouts. They are so good.
Oh, thank you, Shauna.
She says she wishes her sketches looked that good. I know, right?
Oh, that's so nice.
When you showed that piece on your iPad, it was like, is that done?
Oh, just wanted to figure out the color before I actually paint it.
Yeah.
So that's why it was all in color.
That makes sense.
But for now, so I'm just going to tell you that if I were at home right now, what I would do is I would take a picture of this or scan it, and then, this one. And then I would blow it up in Photoshop and print it out to the size that I want to paint it.
Right.
And then I would use my light pad to then transfer it and paint it. And sometimes not even draw it in pencil, but just actually paint with the light pad on so there aren't any pencil lines.
Yeah, right.
But then there are times when I think it's kind of fun to have pencil lines and show kind of the process. But today I'm just gonna freehand it. So we're just gonna, I'm just gonna redraw this little guy on here as we're chatting.
Right, and people are saying it looks pretty light right now, but that's kind of just part of the process, right?
It's true, yeah. I apologize for that. I'll try to draw it a little bit darker because we're going to paint with acrylics anyway today, so it should cover it up fairly well.
This won't take too long.
Yeah, it shouldn't take me too long to get it down.
Yes, Tassine, this is, this is by Joel. This will be recorded and you can watch it later on the Creative Cloud YouTube channel. So right at 1 p.m. today when we are off the air, and the next guests are coming on, you can watch the stream on YouTube. Really nice. And this is really funny. Tiana sent over a comment that said, Kathleen, I had a dream last night that we became friends and created some awesome work. We should make it become a reality.
Well, Kathleen is so cute. So
Aww.
That's so nice.
Thanks. I'd love to be friends.
Friends with all.
I mean, I see us already as friends, Tiana. That's really cool. We got a hello from Guatemala.
I love your coffee. That's my favorite region of coffee.
Guatemalan. You know, mine might be... No, I think mine's from Costa Rica.
Muddy and chocolatey.
Yes.
So I just wanted to mention, so when I'm doing this, if you noticed, I did the L and the S first, because that then helps me to equally space the letters within. So that's something I often use as a little tool when I'm sketching. So I'll start with the two end letters and then fill in the inner letters.
That's really smart. I learned that in our hand lettering class in college.
Oh, perfect.
So it seems like a basic thing.
Lucky
That's
hand
good to
lettering
know.
class in college.
Yes.
I didn't have a hand lettering class. I had calligraphy, but not hand lettering.
Nice.
So that's fun.
It was really cool. It was a new class. Right when I was graduating, there were a bunch of new classes that were like self-promotion for illustrators, hand lettering for illustrators.
Sweet.
So it really kind of picked up on the trends of social networking.
That's
and
amazing.
what was hot
Good
right
on
now.
ya. Yeah, and you're just a baby, so that
Just a wee babe.
back when I was in college.
Oh my gosh, I did get a memory on Facebook today that showed like a couple years ago that I was talking about my last semester of college, and like how many years ago was that?
I'm old.
Oh my gosh. Oh, what's up, Carmen from Columbus, Ohio? OH.
Sweet.
IO.
Oh yeah, you're from Ohio.
I'm from Columbus, Ohio, so that's great.
That's fun.
Oh, thank you, Anne. You love the Kiki's delivery service illustration on my portfolio. I appreciate that.
Aw. I love Kiki's Delivery Service.
Oh man.
Hayao Miyazaki forever.
Yes, that movie changed my life.
It's so good.
It was the first.
I want to live in her town.
Yes.
It's
The
so
seaside
beautiful.
town, or
yeah,
like
the seaside town. So charming. I love it.
Yeah. I forget what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, that was the first like anime
Me too.
thing that I ever saw.
Yeah,
For some reason, it came to theaters when I was like really young.
Yeah.
Like I was like Kiki's age or younger.
Yeah.
So when I saw that, I was like,
Me, I love it.
yeah. I think
That was my introduction also to anime.
Right.
So.
I think it helped shape the person that I am. Kelsey, what is the name of the app that makes your own fonts? So it's actually, Font Self. It's an extension. So it's kind of like a little add-on that you can add into Photoshop CC or Illustrator CC. And it's so easy.
So fun. Like I said, I'm already like drawing like 5 more fonts just because it's just fun to be able to type it out and be like, I have a font now.
Got it.
It's so fun.
Would you ever think about selling your fonts?
Probably.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah. Why not?
You can see some of the work behind us that Jill has done in the past. Were all of these pieces done traditionally?
Yeah. Yeah,
Nice.
those are all hand painted.
So this is what you have to look forward to. Chat.
Indeed.
Abijet says, Jill, you make lettering look so easy.
Oh, you're nice. Thank you.
Mitch says, the town that you live in is pretty awesome too, though. To you.
Salt Lake? Oh, Mitch. Haha.
Yes.
I remember you from yesterday. Yes.
Fellow
Yes, Utah is amazing. It's true.
Utah-ians? Is that what you're called?
Utahns.
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 Utahns and Ohioans.
And San Franciscans.
Oh, San Franciscans.
That's where we're at.
We have just a Franciscan over here.
Oh,
Francisco.
Sweet. That's cool.
Nagdi, you are from the Sudan. Have we received your greetings? Yes. Greetings. How are you? Brittany, how do you add font self? So you have to go to the website and you do need to purchase it. And they will then send you an email with a download key.
Okay, so I'm just gonna scoot these down. The thing is about doing this, like hand painting stuff, is that I don't really care if it's like perfect. I kind of like it when it's just a little wonky because that's like personality to me. You know what I mean? So that there was a little bit too much space there, but normally I'd just be like, let's just roll with it because you know what? That's fine.
Right. Yeah, I really appreciate that.
Yeah, I don't think there's, you know, and it's different for every single artist. Like some people really like to be really, you know, specific and whatever, and I think that's amazing. But for me, my personal style, I like to just kind of go for it sometimes.
Yeah, and your work is so kind of tight and clean anyways, so those little pieces that don't exactly fit into perfection, I think makes it really strong.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll take it.
Somebody was wondering if I do hand lettering. Yes, I do have an iPad set up over
you're
here.
gonna do with us today,
if things
right?
get, they need a little bit of excitement, maybe I can excite you with an iPad. But I really like this full screen thing we have going for Jill right now, so we'll keep it on that for now.
Okay, I'm gonna start adding in some fun stuff. Okay.
Here comes the fun stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so I just drew a loose shape around it here to kind of be my boundary. And then I'm just going to go in with some of my angles here.
Huh. So what is
these
this?
are going to be these little details.
Oh,
so
I
I'm
see.
just putting in the lines so then I can populate it with all this business.
Populated.
Right.
I like that. Missy says your lettering looks so consistent, like an actual font, not like somebody sketched it. I guess that comes with a ton of practice.
Yeah, and I'm not doing like a totally different font either, like or like lettering. It's just like fairly simple serif, you know, so I know if it was fancier, you definitely would be able to tell probably.
Right. Tassine wants to know, how many samples do you usually provide for a client?
I typically do 3.
Okay.
I don't want to give them too many because then it's like, it's too much. So that, I think 3 is kind of the magic number for me personally.
That's good. And you find that clients are usually okay with that?
Absolutely, yeah. I think they're happy to get sketches, you know, and just know that you take the time to think of at least like 3 different things.
Right.
You know? So that works for me.
Yeah. And I often feel like clients, like they hired you for a reason. They trust you.
Exactly, yeah.
So they think that you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
So use that to your advantage.
I'm just hoping.
Tiana asks, for those 3 options, are they drawn or vector or painted?
I usually do just sketches myself. And then from there, I'll do 3 sketches. And then they pick 1 or even 2 sometimes that I will then take on my iPad and do like a color study for either 1 or 2 of them. And then they kind of go from there, I think, and just like a loose color study, so.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Andre says, hello from Colombia. I like the present. I like what's going on right now. The works of Jill DeHaan are great. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. It's very nice.
So while you're sketching some of this, maybe we can look at some of the submissions that we missed last stream. I have them all pulled up for our viewing pleasure. This one is really nice. All mocked up on a background and everything. So it's create something today. And like I said a little bit ago, the contest today is to create a full word with hand lettering, either in Photoshop or Illustrator CC, and send that to us on a white background. So they do actually have just the vector of the create, and then they showed the final piece. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
All right, we've got Columbia by Laura. Yes, also good coffee.
Yeah, indeed.
Nice. I like the 2 different versions.
Like the texture.
Yeah, this is really cool by
that's
Faison
nice.
Rio.
That R is great.
And it has even like the little bird shape. That's awesome. Love that.
Oh, hey, Becca would like that one.
Yeah, right?
And
Definitely.
me, 'cause I like coffee.
Yeah, we've been talking about coffee a
true.
lot today.
I like it.
Really cool using physical objects. That's awesome. Today's contest is using Photoshop or Illustrator, so just keep that in mind, but this is really cool. We've got Journal by Susan.
Awesome.
Nice job. It looks like maybe you used a capture to get this shape. My favorite. And Jordan Gog says, shout out to Jibbles.
Yay! Jordan Goff.
Goff, sorry.
That's my pal.
Awesome. This is a really nice animated piece by Soren. Soren, you've been making
Beautiful.
really cohesive, nice pieces.
Well, I just love that.
Yeah.
That's great.
So there's the static version, and maybe you even have the other versions. Yep, so these are all your other submissions for
Oh yeah, I left
week.
his yesterday too.
Really nice job, Soren. Feel free to appreciate and follow each other's Behance portfolios. If you can just click on each other's names and icons, it'll take you right there. We've got Nil by Jeanette. Nice. Ooh, cool. Cat by Alex.
That's fun.
Very cool.
Like your gradient
Yeah,
practice there.
fun. We've got Dot by Donna. Cute bubble lettering. Let's see, this is by Chris, and this says Tub. Really cute
Reminds me of
illustration.
my baby.
Aw, little guy. Let's see, and this is Gabrovo. It's a city in the central northern Bulgaria and is known as the international capital of humor and satire.
Hey, sounds like a good time.
Yeah, thanks for the education too. Nice job. We got Hustle by Kendra. This is really nice and
Oh,
clean,
that's nice.
but also textured.
Yeah.
And we got Brew again. We'll go ahead and close that out. And this is the last one for right now. We've got Create. Really
Oh,
clean.
that's beautiful.
Got the nice
Well done.
flourishes,
Very clean.
swoops that you like. Awesome. Great job, everyone. We'll keep looking at submissions as they come in, and you've got about an hour and 15 minutes to get your final submission in. We can hop back over to Jill and see what she's got done. Yes.
Just getting things worked out here.
You work pretty quickly.
Well, you
I
know,
mean,
it's already done there, so.
Great, but it is pretty small, so like...
Yeah,
are
I
you-
do, like I said yesterday, I do tend to do my sketches fairly small so I can work out any problems small scale. So I don't have to waste a bunch of paper and whatever.
Right, and time, mental
Exactly.
capacity. Boy.
That's what I love about the iPad is like I've saved like 1,000 trees by having
Yeah,
an iPad.
there you go. I mean, who knows about the resources you use to create the iPad?
Exactly. Yeah, let's not.
But it's a step in the right direction.
I just have less of a pile of paper floating around my house, so that's good.
Yeah, right. I hoard paper, and I don't know why. I just love it.
It's kind of hard to throw it away sometimes.
Yeah, it feels wasteful, at least. But even just giving it away, I'm just like, no, I want it. I need
exactly.
mountains.
I need mountains.
Yes. Mitch says she's so fast at all these things.
Oh,
Lots of practice, right?
yes, indeed. It's weird to think that it's like this is like my job. So like, you know, I do it every day.
Right.
So if you're doing something every day, then you naturally should it should get easier as you go.
True.
You know?
Yeah.
So practice every day. Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of figure out how your hand makes things, what techniques you like to use, and you really master those techniques.
Right.
So if you have any questions, chat for Jill, please go ahead and ask them. We also like to ask you questions. Like, we like to know where you are all from.
Yeah.
I know we have friends that are in here all the time that we know where they're from, but if you are new, let us know. Give us a little shout out from your hometown, your home country.
Throw a little Boyd in there.
Cute. I remember you said that yesterday, and I was
Did I
like,
say?
what is a Boyd?
I say, if you like know me personally, Jordan Goff will know this. I say a lot of weird things.
Yeah,
So
I love it.
I don't realize when I'm comfortable around someone, I'll say something weird and then be like, oh, you don't know what I'm talking
Or
about.
they know, and you're like, yes, best
We're
friends.
best friends.
Yes.
It's true.
We've got Denmark in the house, Portland, Oregon,
Denmark.
Dallas, Toledo, Ohio. Ooh, stay warm up there, Cody. Cold Estonia. Man, lots of cold
Got lots
places.
of cool places today.
Located in Orlando, but from Maine. Awesome, stay warm. It is warm in Orlando, I'm hoping. Molly wants to know, is the mechanical pencil your tool of choice?
I honestly would just use whatever's available.
Yeah.
So I have like nicer pencils. I just don't like having to resharpen them.
Right.
So since I'm just going to paint over this anyway, I'll just, but there have been times when I do need to not have the pencil show so much, and I'll use a lighter like professional sketching pencil. So, but today we're just going to go for it.
Yeah. So do you have a favorite weight of lead? Do you like to use the harder lead so it is lighter?
Yeah,
Softer.
for a lighter one,
Yeah.
But for that project that I showed yesterday with like the bees and stuff, that's called a game called Dialect, and I've done a bunch of work for them, and it's done all in pencil. So I used an array of
Bonk.
of pencil hardness and whatever. So
Makes sense.
yeah, it just depends on the project.
Yeah, I learned, and I really adhere to this, like using pencils for what they're meant to be used for,
Yeah.
like not pressing harder with
Right.
a harder lead to make it darker. Like, no, just use a softer lead.
Right, true.
It really just lets the pencil do the work for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Alphonsus wants to know, is this Adobe paper? The app Adobe Paper right there.
Oh, there you go. I was like, it's not.
It's
Sorry.
not, it's just real paper. Someone did ask, though, what kind of paper is it?
It's just watercolor paper. I just kind of like the texture. And actually, this is the textury watercolor side.
Yeah.
But I like the smoother side for my acrylics for some reason. So
It still has a
gives
little
a little
bit
bit
of
of
texture.
texture, but not like a ton of
Right.
watercolor texture.
Right. So it must be, would that be cold press? If it has the
Honestly,
texture?
Can't tell you. I don't know. Someone out there probably knows.
Right, yeah. Cold press
watercolor paper?
has the texture, and then hot
Okay.
press is like the really smooth paper, like
Oh,
Bristol.
thank you. I'm happy you were here because I don't know.
There's always people who are like, I love cold press. I
Oh,
love
yeah.
hot press.
That's funny. I don't think I have a preference.
No, I love texture.
Yeah.
Gotta have it.
Anywhere you can get some natural texture is cool. To
Yeah.
Me, so makes
Just let it
more
happen.
Tactile.
Yeah. We've got Yamila from Argentina. Awesome.
So I'm kind of going off of the sketch a little bit just to kind of do what makes more sense to my eye, like looking at this, because obviously it's not going to be a perfect replication of what I've drawn.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of making it up a little bit.
Have you ever done that for a client and they're like, I wanted more of what you sketched?
Actually, I stick, like I said, because I usually just print it out large and
Right.
then use my light pad.
That's
so it ends
true.
up being pretty much exactly what I have proposed.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
And what kind of light pad do you use? I'm interested.
Oh gosh, what is it? It's just called light pad. I don't know.
Is it like a really thin one that you plug into a USB?
Yeah. The one that I have is wireless
Oh,
and
cool.
chargeable, and it's black edges.
Nice.
I love it. It's really great. What does Shauna say? Ooh, yes, please. Please, Shauna, please send this to me.
Oh,
That
nice.
sounds great.
Woot woot. Shauna,
I'll
that's
take
awesome.
it. Why not?
I always love to hear what people are creating, like as secondary projects. Like I was talking about yesterday, Kyle T. Webster. He's an illustrator, but he also makes brushes.
Totally.
In chat, do you do anything like that? Do you have kind of like a secondary passion project that you work into, or a secondary revenue stream? A lot of people sell pins.
Yeah, that's good to know.
Oh, thanks, Shauna. Appreciate that. Adolfo is wanting your Instagram. Thank you, Tim. It's just Jill_DeHaan.
Tis.
Tis a tis. I recommend checking it out because you have a lot of work on there.
Yeah, that's where all my current work is going to be. I have a lot of work on Behance, but it's not. I need to update it.
There you go.
So yeah.
Let's see if I can pull your Instagram up. We can take a peek. Ooh, Kendra has an Etsy. Ryan just started selling on Redbubble for stickers and posters.
Oh, sweet.
Let's see. I'm in the works of opening Etsy, but it's still
You are personally?
Yes.
Oh, well done.
still
great.
a baby.
Yeah.
Not into the world yet.
That's exciting. What are you going to sell?
Grown. I want to do just paper goods or home goods.
That's so fun.
Cards,
Why not, right? It's
clutches.
just fun.
Yeah, and I also am really into like vintage clothing, so I want to
that's
sell like
rad.
secondhand
Cool. I love it.
treasures.
That's really cool.
So maybe we can hop over to my screen and we can show that bee piece that you were talking about
Oh,
yesterday.
Yeah, so, and then if you click on dialect game.
The hashtag?
Yeah.
Cool.
And then my other ones that
Oh
I've
my
done for them come up.
gosh.
So there's quite a bit of stuff that I've
Is
done
this
for
all
them.
you?
Yeah, so these are not those top ones, but all the pencil-y ones are ones that I've
Whoa.
done for them. So that was a really fun project.
This is gorgeous.
I loved it. Thank you.
Yeah.
So I really like to dabble in all kinds of mediums and try fun little things. So.
So this is a game about language and how it dies.
Yeah, it should be rad. I don't know if it's out yet, but
Okay.
it should be really super cool.
Oh, so it was a Kickstarter.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Wow. I love this. It looks like these maybe were pretty small scale when you created them.
Yeah, because they're going in they told me the size, and the size is going to be just like a little notebook. So they are going to
Gotcha.
be fairly small, but that one was the funnest for me to create all those little building letters.
Yes.
That was like such a fun thing to do.
Wow. I love that. I love seeing things that are meant to be small, but actually looking at them up close, you can see where you've simplified. And,
yeah, totally.
But it totally reads as something very detailed.
Sweet.
Nice. Yes, job well done. So here's a little bit of the similar thing that we're seeing right now is you working on a sketch.
Oh yeah, so that one, sometimes if it needs to be really precise, I will go into Illustrator and draw the boxes and draw the circles as like a perfect circle and my lines so I can stay on, you know, so I can keep it really looking clean.
Yeah, it's nice that you use tools to your advantage.
Absolutely, yeah. Like that's, and everybody's different, you know, everyone will do things differently, but I just kind of, every project is different, honestly, for how you set it up.
True. So. And it's like no shame on your part to not be able to do a perfect circle.
No.
It's like maybe you could too, but it might take you 30 minutes and
get out your little thing.
Yeah.
Little piece of string.
Right, with a little compass.
Yeah.
Man, Dana is wondering, does anybody have any good styli to use with the iPad Air? I've heard good things about the Adonit styluses, but I'm not sure. I don't think the Apple Pencil works with anything but iPad Pro. Arturo says French curve is life.
Sweet. I've actually never used one of those.
You know, we had to buy them like as part of our kit, but they never taught us. I never used it.
Yeah, I absolutely should know how to use one, but I just haven't gotten around to it.
Oh, this is a great question from Antoine. Do you ever erase or do you just keep going?
I've been erasing as we go, actually, but I don't know, just because I like it to be kind of loose and free, so if I'm liking how it's looking, then I don't have to erase very much, you know?
True. Yeah, I don't like to erase because I often feel like once I erase, I kind of lose the backbone of what I was even doing.
Yeah.
So I'll keep that little shadow in the background and then work off of that, and then maybe go back and erase the bad parts later, but maybe not. I haven't erased even since I was like a little kid.
No way.
I would always just like either write over it. I remember.
Good for you, also.
Well, I got scolded about it.
Oh yeah.
So like, you should like do good work and erase it if it doesn't look nice. Don't just like cross it out or write over it. And I'm like, I don't know.
I think that's beautiful that you don't erase. I think that's really refreshing, actually.
Cool. Just not me.
I love it. Sorry, Will. I keep throwing out weird little accents.
Oh.
It's so embarrassing.
Oh, no.
I can't help it. I just do it in my normal life.
You know, I do too. I do too. I really try and keep it to a minimum on Adobe Live.
Right.
It's a conscious effort.
I think I've done it like 3 times, and each time I'm like,
oh
well.
Man. Vanessa, you're asking about Adobe Ink and Slide. So I'm pretty sure I'm correct about this, that it's not supported any longer. So the updates that are released in the future won't have support for them. So maybe not.
Okay, so let me just like show it up here.
Yeah.
You can see it.
Wow.
Let's do this. Or as my baby would say, let's do this.
Let's do this, Mommy.
Yep.
That's awesome.
So now I guess I'll just start going at it. I'm just going to reference my color drawing here. I did not do that, but I love it.
Whoa.
It's beautiful. Okay, so it looks like I'm using a lot of purple, not in a British accent, because I almost did that again.
So how did you come to this color scheme?
These are the paints that I have.
That's awesome.
So I go out and get some more, but I actually kind of like these colors together.
No, it's beautiful.
I just kind of have used these.
Do you buy paints that you just like, or do you want to have like a paint of every color?
I honestly just buy the ones that I'm like, that speaks to me.
Right.
You know?
I feel the same way. And then I'm like, I only have like mid-tone grayish pastels. Why is this?
Okay, so I'm just going to start with the red here and just bust that out.
Oh, scary.
Exciting.
Exciting.
No, it's fun. Okay. Do you want to paint too? I've got stuff. It's just fun. It's just fun to go for it. And
maybe I'll
I
go
always
on
just,
the iPad.
I always just use the lid of my paint so I don't have to waste any.
Yeah, that's what I was saying was scary. That you like put it right on top of your work. I was like,
oh, that's funny. I'm like, whatever.
You're confident.
It's funny, like having a baby. It's just like when he's like resting for like taking a nap or something. I'm just like I gotta use this time and just get it done, you know. So like whatever situation I'm in, I just kind of go for it.
Wow, that's awesome. It really kind of changes You look at, yeah, well, it changes everything.
Right.
But your idea is about like perfectionism and what makes good work.
Absolutely.
So do you like to outline the shape first and then fill it in?
It depends. Sometimes and sometimes not. Like this one is small enough that I can, well, I just outlined it there. But
There you go.
I think it just kind of, each one is different, you know? And I am shaking a little bit still from nerves, so if it's a little off, I apologize. Is my Heidi hairdo in the way of
You can see it, but it's not a bad thing. No, and I think it's a nice distance away from the camera that people will really get to see it for what it will end up being.
Okay.
Chat, let's give Jill some support. Let her know she doesn't have to shake. Doesn't have to be scared.
No shaking, please.
No shaking, please. You might ruin everything.
And it's not, and I don't feel super scared today. It's just natural, like,
right.
Something's happening. You know?
Right. Yeah, it's like you're on live stream, but also you're painting something with something that you can't erase.
Under a time limit.
Under a time limit.
I think that's where some of the stress comes from.
For sure. Tiana says, go Jill. William says, go Jill. Susan says, it is beautiful.
Yay, friends.
Go, go, power Jill. Yes.
Awesome.
Kelsey wants to know what kind of paintbrush you're using and what kinds that you usually use.
Okay, now this is also really lame of me, but I seriously just go into the store and I look at it and I'm like, this seems pointy enough.
That's
small enough. You know what I mean? So I have like an array of like little brushes that are just random. I know they all have little names and they're specific for things, but I just kind of use what works for me. So.
All right, this maybe might be more important. Are you strict about cleaning your brushes, or do you?
Yes, for sure.
Okay,
Because otherwise they're scrapped. You know, so I definitely clean them out at the end, and then I got this nifty stuff where you dip it in, and it's called like brush saver.
Oh.
And then it like seals it all together at the end, so then they'll be fresh like new again at the end. I didn't bring it, but
well,
but it's great. You. And before that, I was like, I have to go and buy another brush each project.
Oh yeah.
So it's nice and pointy, you know.
No, that's really good. And I know that there are brushes that are like watercolor brushes and acrylic brushes, and
I brought this thing, this one thing. Here's another use for an Altoid tin.
What is going on?
I put my little watercolor in there.
Oh, that's awesome.
So this is like my travel situation. So if we had time at the end, I was gonna maybe do some of that. But
awesome. No, I like that a lot. That's like a little water brush.
You just I love those
water.
Things.
Yeah.
So nice.
Me too. But if you do just clean out your brushes afterwards, you should be able to use them for all kinds of things. All right, but it is tough to use like an oil brush and then use it for something else because it has oils in it. Right. And that does not play well with other paints. Guiana wants to know, do you erase the paint, or not the paint, but the pencil after the painting?
I think I usually do. But sometimes it kind of shows through the paint a little bit. So I can't erase that, obviously. But yeah, I'll probably go through and erase that at the end.
Yeah, like if there's any really obvious.
Especially because of how I'm doing this today, like you can see it really well, so I definitely will today.
Okay.
But normally if I draw it in pencil first, I'll draw it really super light so you can hardly see it anyway.
Yeah, that makes sense when you're in your own element and no one's watching you sketch really lightly. Aaliyah wants to know, have you ever used gouache?
Yes, I actually love gouache, and I would have more of it, but honestly it's more expensive. These are seriously like no monies.
No monies.
And they work fine.
It's just plastic.
But I really love gouache, actually.
Yeah,
these are just acrylics from Dick Blick. So I just think they had really good colors, but I really like gouache.
Yeah, and you're making something so small, and
it's
not like a huge portrait that you need really nice, juicy again.
I like that one.
Paints for. William wants to know, do you ever use masking fluid?
No, I don't.
Oh.
That seems like something that would be really helpful, actually, for some of the projects that I've done. So I should get some and mess around with it for sure.
Yeah. I sometimes feel like it's like more work than it's worth.
Really? Yeah.
Like you could just be extra careful and not need it.
I think it would work really for certain projects. It seems really fun. Like the ones where I guess with watercolor, where you just like draw in water first and then drop in the watercolor and it spreads. But I don't know, I guess you can just use water for that, huh?
Right, but I think it's good when you build your project to need masking fluid, but just like being like, I'm just going to use it somehow.
Right.
I think it just takes a little more forethought. Yeah. Vanessa wants to know, do you use watercolor or Posca markers? Watercolor markers?
I don't believe so, no. Not that I can think of. Are they fun? I'll use anything. I really love I love trying new things.
Yeah. Laura, can I reload your submission, please? Sure, I will do that right now, Laura. No worries. So many submissions, it's going to be hard to find. Oh, Posca markers are acrylic. Gotcha.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I'll definitely have to check that out. That sounds like a fun thing. Might be easier than painting it like this, huh?
Maybe, but I think there's something also to be said about just the process that you like.
Yeah, and I kind of like the strokes and the messiness a little bit.
Definitely. Tiana says, I would watch you paint all day.
Aw, thanks, Tiana. So that sound that I keep making, that aw, does anyone know what that's from? It's from Bob's Burgers.
Oh.
I love Lynn. Aw.
Aw.
Little babies.
That's actually one thing that I have never watched. I know.
It's so funny.
I know. I've talked about this multiple times on stream, but that and Rick and Morty, I like.
Okay, so I haven't seen that one.
Okay, cool. We're in the same boat.
No, but you really should watch Bob's Burgers.
Okay.
It's really funny.
It just like doesn't seem like something I think is funny.
I honestly didn't think so either, and it was just on in the background, and I was like, what is this?
What is this?
And then I slowly started loving those characters.
All right.
So, check it out.
Guess I will.
Let's do this.
Missy says, well, babies.
Missy? Is that my little sister?
Missy Turner.
Little babies. That's my little sister. Aww.
Aww.
Oh, she's an amazing illustrator. Let me just tell you that right now.
Oh, cool. Missy, do you have
sister.
a Behance?
Missy, do you have a Behance? I don't know if she has it, but she has an Instagram that she posts too. It's just Missy Healy Turner. She's great.
Awesome. It runs in the family.
Yeah, she does illustrations like Mary Blair kind of esque.
Whoa.
Yeah, she's awesome.
That is. I wonder if you use gouache, because whenever I see gouache paintings, I'm like, Mary
You
Blair?
think Mary Blair,
Yes.
right? Yeah, I come. My family. There's 7 kids in my family,
Right.
and almost every one of us does something artistic.
What?
So it's kind of fun. We have a good time.
So, like, what kind?
So I do this kind of thing.
Okay.
Missy does illustration in her fun style, and then my brother Nate is like, he went to Noman. Do you know what that school is? Anyway, it's for like people who do Pixar go to Noman. You know, like he does 3D modeling.
I see.
And he's like an amazing wildlife artist, like painter also. So he's
Cool.
like crazy. And then my other siblings just have a really good eye and do a lot of like fun crafts and stuff that are really nice. So anyway, the only one that isn't is my brother Tim, and he's like has a mechanical mind and he's really good at math. So
There you go.
so there's my
art.
family in a nutshell.
Yeah. Do you think your little one is going to be artistic?
I think he's just it's probably just by default he probably is.
Right.
Because we have a bunch of artsy stuff in our house, and I think he's just gonna probably fall into it.
Yeah.
But if he doesn't, that's cool. I just want him to do what he wants to do, you know.
Yeah, hopefully he'll have just an appreciation for it no matter what.
Yeah, definitely.
Mark, hello. He says, hello all. This looks lovely.
Thank you, Mark.
I agree.
Almost done with the letters, and then we'll move on here.
Get into the fun stuff.
Indeed.
Right.
Well, how are we doing on time, by the by?
We've been going for about 40 minutes.
Sweet. Okay, I think we'll be able to do this.
That's awesome. I am impressed. But so there's not really a lot of shading.
No, and I'm going to do the little drop shadow there, the little faint
Okay.
light pink one. But that'll be quick, so.
Wow. You kind of remind me of a tattoo artist when you're like picking up the ink in your little cap.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, because
I
I have
didn't
those
think of it that
little
way.
pots of ink. What's
That's
up,
funny.
Osman? Rodney says, Jill is a great typographer.
Thank you, Rodney. It's nice.
Adolfo wants to know, do you scan your final artwork, or is it a picture? Take a picture, maybe?
I definitely scan.
I
I don't have a
see.
scanner here today, but I always scan my work just so it has the real, you know, everything just really crisp and clean.
Yeah, do you have kind of preferences on how you like to scan? I know people like to hear.
I just do it the highest resolution that I can. And honestly, that's kind of just what I do. So
There you go. Yeah, people often say like 300 is a good.
yeah, I'll even do like 1,000, like
Yeah.
600. You know, it just kind of depends on what it's for too. If it's like a
Yes.
card, like a greeting card, it's like 300's fine. You
Yeah.
know, but
Right.
So yeah.
I agree. And it also depends, like you said, like, is it going to be small? Is it going to be big? Is it a small painting that needs to be big?
Right.
Hopefully you would just paint it at the size it needs to be. 'Cause that kind of keeps fidelity. Philip, is this my Mac? Can you show preferences? What kind of preferences are you interested in, Philip? I don't really have anything artistic open on my computer right now. What's up, Leon? Mudflap. How you doing? Good to see ya. Ooh, Natalia has kind of an interesting question for you. Sorry it took us so long to get to this, Natalia. Do you like any specific, like, national type of paintings or art, like indigenous ornaments or art from a specific area of the world?
Yes, I love Delft pottery. And so oh my gosh, it just blows my mind. My husband and I went to Amsterdam, and we were looking at the Delft there, and I was like crying about it.
Wow.
It's so cool. And then also like wood inlay flowery artwork. They did that also in Amsterdam, and that was freaking amazing. So I absolutely am totally drawn to that kind of stuff.
I can see that kind of influence in your work, definitely.
The florals, what?
Yes.
So pretty.
And it's so beautiful that it's all monochromatic.
Yeah, I love that blue. That Delft
blue.
blue is just so cool. That was a cool question. Thank you for that.
Yeah, great questions. Shauna wants to know, have you seen Paisanka eggs?
Yes, and I saw that you were doing that, and I love that. It's so cool, like really detailed egg painting. Oh, it's so cool. I'm gonna have to try that during Easter time.
Heck yeah. You're gonna show up all your friends, like, what's up? Check out my sweet egg.
Your little egg dye something. Ain't
No.
Yeah. They're so cool.
These are beautiful.
They're beautiful. Shauna did a project on her Instagram.
Hey.
With those, because aren't you from there, Shauna? From wherever does that?
From wherever does that.
Really, like I think she is like that's her heritage.
Yes, let us know. Natalia says that's a cool answer. Thanks. And Jennifer says, miss you, Jill. So Jennifer Simmons.
Oh, Jennifer Simmons. Yeah, I used to work with her at American Crafts.
Oh, there you go. Great seeing you do what you do best.
Aw, thanks, Jen. Cutie.
That's awesome. I love seeing all the support in the chat.
I know, my old friends.
Oh, Shauna, yes, you're Ukrainian.
There you go. Oh, see, and I just got paint on my hand.
Womp, womp, womp,
Watch yourself.
Do you need? Okay, you have
I'm fine.
a towel.
Just don't want to get it all over the place on my paper. I'm fine.
I want to know, like, what you need to have in your setup. Like, I see you have your sketch, you've got towels, you've got brushes.
Yeah, and I don't even really need this, you know, just to, I can probably just, like, come up with it on the fly if I need to. Like, essentials, or, like, you mean painting?
Yeah, like, what do you need in your setup when you're, to feel most comfortable? Like, I've got everything I need, don't need to get up.
Probably just what I have right here.
Yeah.
And then just a podcast playing or some show on, you know.
Yes.
I love listening to shows and podcasts just on in the background. So the shows that I like to watch are just shows that I have on repeat, basically. So, like, we're talking 1960s Parent Trap.
Oh,
yeah.
That's
like,
a good
that
one.
is, like, one of my favorite things. And also Little Women, for some reason, from, like, the 90s with Winona Ryder. I love that movie. So, like, just these, like, pleasant little sweet shows.
This is an aesthetic that is forming. I can sense it.
Yeah.
I always like to ask people what kind of podcasts they listen to.
I have 1,000
All of
different
them.
podcasts.
Yeah.
You know, and there's, like, the obvious ones, like This American Life and Radio Lab, you know, those kind of ones. But then I also really like Gastropod. That one's fun because it's like food and science.
Oh.
I actually really like sciencey ones. I love Criminal.
Oh my gosh.
Criminal is so good.
Yep.
And I love her voice.
Me too.
What's her name again?
This is Phoebe Judge.
Phoebe Judge.
This is Criminal.
Yeah, she's great. So yeah, I love a lot of podcasts. What about you?
Mine kind of span the gamut. I started with lore, which is like history and horror mixed together.
Nice. The thing on Netflix?
Yeah.
So they made a show from, oh, that's rad. I'll have to check out the podcast.
Yeah, so that kind of got me started, and then I went into the Criminal, This American Life.
Yeah.
Some really like dark true crime ones that like got a little too nitty gritty for me, and I would listen to them on the way to work, on the way home.
You're like, now I'm just freaked out all day.
Yeah, it was a dark headspace for a while,
funny.
but I couldn't stop. It was so interesting. And
it is so interesting.
Anyways, I've moved on to comedy podcasts.
Oh, nice. Which ones?
I love the Adventure Zone, which is like a Dungeons and Dragons played by the McElroy brothers, which they do my brother, and me, which is my favorite.
Nice.
Shauna wants to know, do I listen to My Favorite Murder? I haven't.
I did listen to that, but you guys, I feel so bad that I don't love it. I think I'm just not very good at too much chatter. Like, I kind of like it to be more edited and, like, to the point and, like, learn something. I don't know.
Like a real story.
Because I know there's, like, a huge cult following behind that one, but for some reason, I think I just need to give it another shot.
Oh, that one is where they talk about, like, their favorite stories.
Yeah,
right?
Like crazy murder
their favorite stories that are true and terrible.
Yeah.
That makes
sense. But I get why it's, like, so fun to listen to. I don't know.
Definitely. Oh, welcome to Night Vale. I gave that one a shot, and about like 11 episodes in, I was just like, this isn't real. Like, I couldn't connect to it.
Is this real life?
William, yes, collaborate teen. You know the Mabim Bam situation.
Yeah, podcasts are life. Basically, I listen to them all the time. And then I like my regional, like Radio West with Doug Fabrizio is great. That's like a Utah specific one. Oh, cool. So, yeah.
I haven't really tried that out.
It's great, and it doesn't even have to be, you can listen to it if you're not from Utah, because he's just a really great interviewer, so he just interviews all kinds of people.
I find that with discovering a new podcast or even listening to, like, This American Life, since it is so varied, like, you never really know what you're going to get content-wise. It's all going to be good. Yeah. But sometimes I don't want to dip my toe in. I'm like, I don't know anything about, like, basketball. I don't want to listen to this story about basketball.
But then if you do listen to it, you're like,
this was amazing.
I learned something. Yes. I know. That's what I love about podcasts. They've, like, completely changed my life. I'll be honest. Like, they really have.
You learn a lot.
I have learned so much. And just about how different people feel about things that I never would have known, It's just really a cool thing to do, I think.
Yeah, I love hearing other people's stories.
Definitely.
Soren wants to know, do you ever use Photoshop to tweak your work afterwards, or do you just leave it as is?
It just depends on the project. Sometimes I'm not super happy with the colors, so I will fiddle with them in Photoshop for sure. Yeah. And then other times it needs to be cleaner, so I'll tidy it up. Oh, okay. But, yeah, just depends on the project.
Yeah, what kind of stuff would you do to clean it up?
Edges or texture? Just like if I'm looking at this closely, there's
give real close up in there.
Don't do that. But there's definitely some places where I can like tidy up.
Oh, I see.
Just kind of clean that up. So
at the last place I worked, they always said like we need to zhuzh it a little bit. They always said zhuzh. Like
I've always the company associated that word with hair. Like, zhuzh your hair.
Oh, zhuzh it up a little bit.
That's funny.
All right, let's zhuzh our hair a little bit. Yeah. You're getting so many compliments on your hairdo, by the way.
That's so nice. I can feel it, like, shifting slightly.
It's so if it, like,
around. Falls out,
it's going to be like...
It might happen. So just know that my hair, I'm, like, trying not to move too much when I shake it.
And then it'll be party time.
Oh, jeez.
Natalia, great question. What is your strategy when picking colors?
Fun. Colors are great. I lived in Eden, Utah for a spell, and that place has all the seasons, and the colors in each season are just like so real and like bold, and so I really react strongly to the colors in nature and how the plants change to like these really cool rusty browns and yellows. And anyway, I get a lot of my inspiration from nature, but then I also love more modern palettes, so I love looking at Pinterest for like, some people just have really cool color palettes, and I kind of get inspiration from other people too. So. Yeah, and vintage stuff. We covered that yesterday, but you can pretty much look anywhere and see a color scheme. So
it's true. And if you would like to capture that color scheme from nature or a picture, you can use Adobe Capture, which is my favorite mobile app.
Right. Okay,
yes,
cool.
It's like a box of mobile app goodness. It has a bunch of different tools in this box that you can grab out. One of them is color. So you could take a picture of, say, architecture out in nature, out in the wild, and that you like the colors. Take a picture and it'll automatically pick a balanced color scheme from that image. And say you don't like that specific balance, you can refresh it. It'll pick different ones.
That's so cool. Really I need to try. I've never used Capture, so I'm gonna have to get that puppy.
Yeah, it makes it even easier because it's free, which is awesome. And if you have a CC subscription, it can send that color library straight to your desktop apps.
What?
So you just click on them and you have swatches. Very, very easy.
So I'm keeping a little bit of texture on here because I think that's kind of nice if it looks a little scrabbly.
Ooh. I like that a lot. Like a little bit of white and a little bit of rough edge.
Yeah, a little rough edge on there for some natural texture.
Natural. It's just nature. All right, we have some awesome submissions that we could look at.
Yeah, pull them up.
Cool. We have about 40 minutes until the contest is over. Contest is over at 12:30 p.m. Pacific time. So we will look at this next batch that came in. This one is by May Patino. Lit. Let's get lit. Let's zhuzh our hair and get lit.
Yeah.
Is that how you use those words?
Is that how that happens?
This is by our friend Dana.
Cool.
Awesome.
Nice
I really like this. Yeah, good color palette. I'm inspired by it. Very bright. This by Rodney.
Cool.
Just another graphic. Just another, you know. Thank you for submitting, Rodney. This is nice. This is by Rashi.
Oh, pretty.
Coffee to go.
Coffee ring, cool.
This is just the little asset down here. Very nice.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, let's see. This is by William. Night shift.
Nice.
Do you work the night shift, William? Let us know the story. This is by Tyrone. It says Jill.
Oh, I want to keep it.
Yay, you can.
That's so nice. And it's naturey.
Yeah, right? You definitely picked up what you like.
Indeed. I'm a fan.
Nice job, Tyrone. Thank you for submitting. This is the updated version from Laura. So she did the Columbia, and then she did her own name.
That's awesome.
Really pretty. I love seeing people just practicing hand lettering, really getting into it. Nice job, Kevin. Always posting on Twitter. I appreciate it. Let's see. This is a word. What is this word?
It's beautiful.
Limerence? Kevin?
Well, it's really well done. That's really nice.
Educate us. Yeah, and it actually shows that.
Beautiful.
I forget what these are called. Some sort of pen. The kind of pen that you use that has the flat edge.
Oh.
Okay, Kevin, tell us what limerence means.
Pen?
Yeah, calligraphy pen. And what kind of tool is that?
Yeah.
Really awesome.
Beautiful.
This is by Dav Monster, Little Dark Age.
That's
really spooky.
Cool.
You know I love the spooky things. This is, let's see, by Tariq. And it says Heart.
Nice.
Really pretty, nice texture. Drop shadow, yep. Yep, just two more. This is by Chase.
Oh, that's like street art, kind of cool.
Right. Peril? Chase.
Well, it's great.
Yes. I really like that I don't know what it means exactly right away, but I would like to know. And then we've got Create by Aaliyah.
Nice. Good job, guys.
Or Elia.
Those are great.
Really nice job, everyone. We'll look at more submissions in a couple minutes, maybe 15 or 20. And eventually you'll have to pick a winner.
Oh boy.
Again.
So stressful.
Doesn't get easier. Oh, Faison, it's a parallel pen. Yeah.
Thank you. That's right.
Cool. Soren got it too.
I did take calligraphy in college, but my teacher would be so disappointed.
Oh. Chase says it says perfect. Gotcha.
Okay, I got that.
It's just perfect. Cool. So where are you now on your painting?
Just roughly putting in this purple here, this dark purple. Yeah.
Is there a reason that you go straight for the darkest value?
Just go with what feels fun at the moment.
Right.
I think I kind of wanted to put this in because it's like the skeleton for everything else.
True.
So I kind of wanted to get that in first.
True. Yeah, maybe we can hop back over to the GoPro so we can see that progression. Maybe. Oh, something didn't show, Laura? Is your Columbia with the color still there, or did it disappear? Let's see, Laura. Oh, no, it's still there. I just had to scroll, so no worries. We got Columbia and we've got Laura. Adolfo, you've submitted. Thank you so much. There we go. Awesome. It truly is the skeleton of the piece. I think that's a really smart way to think about it. Like if you're overwhelmed by the execution of your work, like how am I even gonna do this?
Right, just jump in with the basic, lay down the basic shape first.
Right. And if you are going to be doing shading and doing washes, it's also important to think about like what value do you use first to make sure that they're all going to be visible.
Right.
But in this case, it's pretty much graphic, flat shapes.
Right.
Natalia has a question. Lots of good questions from Natalia. Do you have any tricks or tips to hide a mistake if you paint something wrong?
That's what's nice about Photoshop.
It's Adobe.
But also, I often use acrylics, and they're kind of more easy to cover up.
Oh, why is that, do you think?
Well, not on the paper itself. In fact, when I have messed up on the paper where I can't just paint over it, I'll get a razor out and just kind of razor off that part. Scratch that part off.
Yes.
So
I remember
one method.
When I first learned about that tip, I was like,
phew.
It's like an eraser for ink. You just shave it off.
Yeah, it creates a little fuzzy spot, but that's, when you scan it in, it's not a big deal.
Right. You might have to go back and fix it up, but it really helps out. Katarina, we did receive your file, but it was submitted through a portal or a program that we weren't able to open. So if you can send it over on Dropbox or a Creative Cloud file, that would be great. Ooh, Michael has a great question for you. You're gonna like it. What are your top 3 tips for a 16-year-old boy or girl who would like to become a letter master?
Too fun. Oh, the world is at your feet. That's so fun.
And fingertips.
And fingertips.
All the phalanges.
I would say, get yourself a pack of little notebooks and keep them with you all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Always have a pencil in your pocket. And just when you're, driving around or walking around, you see some cool sign. Like today, on my way here in my Uber, I saw a sign that said Whiz. It was like an old neon sign, and it was so cool. And I was like, I have to remember those letter forms and just because it was not obvious, and it was really cool.
Yeah.
So anyway, just learn to recognize things around. So I would say first tip is always have pen and paper with you, always, or pencil. And second tip would just be to start recognizing your surroundings and paying attention to things around you more deliberately.
Yeah.
And not just lettering, be inspired by, like I said, nature, and anything you see can be inspiring. So third tip, I would say to then take that inspiration and just start doodling with it. Just start trying out some things and seeing what feels right to you and what gets you excited. When I started lettering, there was a point where I just couldn't stop. I started awesome. And I was like, this is hard. And I seriously remember sitting there thinking, this is going to take a while and I'm just going to have to put in the time. And then that's the last time I remember thinking that, because I just got lost in it. So just let yourself go and have fun. That's the point.
Boom. Yeah, I think there's so much pressure to be good right away.
Right, and you got it, with anything. I want to be really good at gardening, but I just don't know everything yet.
Yeah.
So, what is that beautiful thing?
Yeah, we'll show this as one of the submissions.
That's amazing.
Dun, dun, dun. Little teaser for you all in chat. Get excited.
Yeah,
and
so
also
cool.
Something to be excited about, chat, is we have our giveaway in just a minute. Whoa, I'm so excited for someone to win. So all you have to do is be active in chat. If you haven't said anything yet, now is the time to log into Behance and say something in chat, because that is how you enter. You don't have to say anything special. You could just say hello. You could maybe share something that you're not great at but you'd like to get better at creatively. I would like to be a better typographer. Type really scares me. I like when I get to draw it, but I don't like actually setting it, so that's something for me. But say something like that, you have the chance to win 3 amazing posters that were created here live in the Adobe Live Studio in San Francisco. So we've got Rob Zilla's Mr. T, Jingwei's Pool Party, and Christine Heron's travel tags. They are 11 by 17, printed on really nice paper. It's nice and thick, and it will belong on your walls if you are the winner. Justin says, say something in chat. I want to be a better letterer. Chandler wants to get better at sketching beforehand.
That's a really important part of the process, for sure.
Right. A lot of people are saying watching this in the background while they're at work.
Oh, fun.
Yes.
Where do you guys work?
Ooh.
What are you up to?
Yeah, let us know what projects you're working on, unless they're secrets.
Okay.
I know that Mitch is a rocket scientist, and so he can never talk about what he's working on.
Is he really?
No.
You make that up.
He works with rocket scientists. And it is secret.
That's crazy.
Oh, somebody says that they're rocking the posters in their cube. Nice. Congratulations on winning. Eric wants to be better at not procrastinating.
Oh my gosh. preach to the choir. Man.
Yeah.
That's what I'm...
I always have an excuse.
I know, me too.
It's never a good one.
Dang it.
Mm-mm. I feel like since I've become an adult and I don't have like someone else telling me what to do, I'm like, wow, I'm really bad at controlling myself and making myself do
That's
things.
what's nice about doing freelance and having a client and a deadline is it's like you have to get this done by this day. So it's like, well, staying up till 3 in the morning again, I guess.
There we go. Gonna give myself an ulcer. It's gonna be great.
Yay.
Mitch says Jill probably knows the company he works at because he lives in Utah.
The rocket sciencey one?
The rocket sciencey one? Science related?
Northrop Grumman. It's like a weird name.
Huh?
That one? At
Mitch?
Hill Air Force Base?
Let us know. Unless you can't.
Unless you can't.
Chandler wants to know, when does one exactly become an adult? When did you feel
Honestly,
like an
I don't
adult?
think I am an adult.
I know,
I
me
still
neither.
feel like I'm 15, so...
Yeah. That's the age for me too.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
We're like a couple of teens sitting
Seriously.
up there. Haha.
Just a couple of teens.
Hanging out
With
at
life
Adobe.
at our feet.
Yep. At our fingers.
Yes. Yuri wants to work on narrowing down your design specialty.
Oh, interesting.
Great tip. And Yuri, I know specifically for you, you're a great illustrator, also graphic designer.
I'm curious, Yuri, why would you want to narrow it?
Oh.
Because to me, I like want to broaden. Like, I want to try all kinds of things. I have a list of things I want to try. So is it just to be more refined in one area? Is that what you're working on? Or
Yeah.
I'm curious to know.
Could be. I'm kind of in Yuri's boat also. Like,
Really? Okay.
I can make a bunch of different styles, and one doesn't always come out.
Uh-huh.
Like, I wanted to do the other one, but this one's happening today.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
So I kind of would like to be known for like a specific
Okay.
thing.
I gotcha. And I guess maybe I'm thinking of just mediums. Like, I guess maybe I have like a style, but I do the same style in a bunch of different mediums.
Yep,
Okay. I guess.
that makes sense. Mitch says, you're close. It's about to be part of Northrop Grumman.
Okay, then my brother used to work at that one, so I don't know. I don't know what the mechanical-minded brother.
Oh, makes sense.
Right. So I don't know what that other company is, though. Interesting.
I was just looking at the monitor and I saw something creep out of the corner, and it was
Was
your
it my hair?
It was your hair, but I
It's
was
not an animal
It scared me.
or a bear. It's
I was like, whoa.
what
is that? It's a cute little creature.
Scaring people with my hairdo.
All right, we have a winner that is being delivered via Gus Pigeon. Carrier
Gus! Aw.
Woo-hoo. Ooh, complete with hand lettering.
Well done, Gus.
Let's
Beautiful.
see if we can see the winner,
Justin
Justin Hiltz. Justin, you are the winner.
You're the wiener.
Woohoo! You are the winner of the 3 beautiful posters that were created here live in the studio. Again, we've got Robzilla's Mr. T, Jingwei's Pool Party, and Christine Heron's Travel Tags. Robzilla focuses on mobile illustration using Illustrator Draw, which is really awesome. He is the man. Jing is an editorial illustrator, and Christine focuses on doing like paper goods. She does stationery, stamps, journals, planners. So lots of different focuses of study. It's a different foci. Yes, congratulations, Justin.
Yay.
And thank you, Gus Spot, for the beautiful note. Nice job. Everyone in the studio is getting inspired. So Justin, Adobe Live Team will be in touch with you on your Behance messages. So be on the lookout for that.
So what kind of lettering do you like to do then?
Lettering I like to do using one of those water pens.
Oh, you like those? Yeah.
So I really just like to
So
do
fun.
like black, thick, kind of rough ink. That's kind of my aesthetic.
Awesome.
Like-
I love that.
A little bit wonky, but kind of whimsical.
Totally.
But I also like to do just like fully animated, not animated, illustrated letters.
Oh, nice.
Really decorative.
Well, that sounds
Yeah.
really fun to me.
Maybe I can pull one up.
Heck yeah, pull that thing up.
It's really funny actually. The first real like hand lettering that I did was for Martin Luther King Jr. Day, which was like yesterday.
It's beautiful. Look at
Thanks.
you go. Is that your illustration too?
Yep.
Oh my gosh, I love it. So did
Thanks.
you do that on your iPad?
So I hand did that lettering, and then I captured it with Capture,
Nice.
brought it into the iPad, and then took it into Photoshop eventually to get all of these nice textures like in his face.
Really nice. I love those textures.
Thank you. So this was like 2 years ago, but
Wow.
it just happens to be right around the same day, 2 years ago.
That's so cool.
Yeah, this was also done on mobile, right after
sweet.
David Bowie passed
Bowie.
away.
Aw.
Yeah, sad. No hand lettering in there though.
But awesome illustration, man.
Thank you.
I love it. Have you ever seen the Flight of the Conchords, Bowie?
No.
Have you seen Flight of the
I have, but I haven't seen that.
They have an episode about David Bowie, and it's really funny.
Aww.
I was just gonna start singing. I won't, so I'll just stop right now. But you guys, look it up. It's so funny. Bowie's in space. Okay, I had to. Sorry, but that's all I'm gonna say.
That sounds great.
Those guys are so funny.
I love it. Awesome. Thanks H2B2. Thank you, Kevin. Appreciate it. Ooh, Ivanka wants to know, how do you find your niche?
I think it really just comes from just drawing and fiddling and whatever, and just seeing what is fun to you, honestly.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be in a niche that you don't like, you know? So I think you just have to figure out what you like.
I think you really do have to listen to yourself. Like, when I was going through school, graphic design was like the big thing.
Yeah,
like, you can only be successful if you're a graphic designer. And I'm like, but I want to draw more than I want to design.
Right.
And I'm glad that I stuck with it.
Yeah, like honestly, there's so many things that I wish I was better at, but my heart just wants to paint flowers and stuff, you know? So I'm going to do what I really want to do.
It's working.
you know, you get criticism for things sometimes, like, why don't you do, like, cooler stuff? That isn't so grandma-y. Why do you do quotes?
Cooler,
like,
Jill.
quotes are so lame. And it's just like, I don't care. Like, it's fun to me. So, you know, things that just inspire you, just don't care what people think. So, you know.
Yeah, that makes sense. Eduardo, we will reveal the secret of why things needed to be on a white background for the contest. Maybe tomorrow, on the last day. Dun, dun, dun. Susan said, that is so cool. See, not lame. Quotes are not lame.
I mean, a lot of people love quotes, but it seems like in the design or lettering community, they're kind of looked down upon. But I don't care.
Yeah, there's always trends and
it's true.
Whatever. They can think what they want. We have some amazing submissions that maybe we can look through.
Do it. Yeah.
So we've got about 20 minutes until the competition deadline hits. And after that point, we won't be looking at them during this stream. They'll have to be looked at for the next stream. So make sure you get your submissions in for the contest soon. To remind you, if you're just coming in, the contest is to create a word, 3+ letters, in Illustrator or Photoshop CC. So get your hand lettering going. Let's see what you can do. We've got one from Pablo right here.
Oh, nice. That's
Quetzy.
fun. It's fun and zany.
Nice. Pablo, what does that mean? I'd like to know. Got vibes. I love this.
Ooh, I like that too.
By Eduardo. It's got really nice texture.
You've got a nice vibe.
Got a nice
Seriously,
vibe. This is really cool. They have the sketches and
I
also...
love seeing your sketches, guys. Like, I think that's really fun when you put that in there too, because I like to see your process and your line weight and everything. I think it's really fun to see sketches.
I really think that these sketches came together nicely in the final too.
Yeah, and you tried a bunch of different styles. That's cool.
Yeah, thanks for putting so much work into it.
Heck yeah.
All right, this is by Nubia. This is what you saw previously that you're like, whoa. Yeah, this is super beautiful.
Hire that lady. Good night. That's
right?
so pretty.
Good night. I like that saying. Unfortunately, these weren't created today, so they don't qualify for the project, but they're really, really beautiful.
They're really, really cool, though.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Nice job. Feel free to appreciate each other's projects on Behance. Look at that click right here. Appreciate. It's official. Click on each other's faces in the chat pod, go to the different profiles, and make some friends. This is by Partel Wolf.
Nice. Cool.
Very cool. Looks like it belongs on a vintage movie poster.
Totally.
Wow. So this is kind of what you're talking about.
Beautiful.
Like masking and then doing watercolor around it.
Exactly, yeah. That's really fun. I love that.
Yeah, nice job. Really, really nice. Low by Menon.
Oh, that's pretty and simple.
Really simple. Delicate. I really like this. This is by Tariq.
Sweet.
Yeah, it looks like
that looks parallel pen-ish.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, with some great texture. Nice job. Ooh.
Oh, that's cute.
Handy.
Handy.
Really beautiful.
I like it. That's kind of got like a Lauren Hom feel to it a little bit. I like that.
Definitely a nice job. Yuri did Jill in a really beautiful, simple style.
Thanks, Yuri. Pretty. I love that.
So
really cool.
Hopefully more
names. I love
names.
the like when the lines disappear, but it's still readable.
Yeah,
it's really cool.
Yeah, you make kind of a virtual line with your eyeballs.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh, Joanna, this is really cool. Let's see. Rangus.
Rangus. Dangus.
You dangus. Rangus. Nice job, Joanna. I like this a lot. Almost looks like propaganda. Like
oh my gosh, I was going to say that about that other one.
Oh,
that
yeah.
work one or
Yep.
whatever. Yeah. Propaganda.
This is really beautiful. Time tree.
Beautiful. Love trees.
So this one is less of like illustrative lettering, but mixing illustrative elements with your lettering.
Kind of like what I'm doing.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Hanoi, not Handy. Gotcha.
Sorry
We'll
about
go back and look at that. Make sure we see it.
Oh, that's an cool.
Ah.
Okay, I get it. Yeah.
Yes.
That's so frustrating to me when I do something that isn't readable because I actually really like how it looks, and then my husband or somebody's like that says something else.
Right.
Dang it.
But it's good to ask people, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Because I actually really like that. Oh, now that I'm looking at it.
Yeah, and then here's an updated journal by Susan.
Nice.
Good job, everyone. So you have about 20 minutes left to get your submissions in. If you haven't already, please make sure that they were done today, and it is created in Illustrator or Photoshop on a white background, and you could win a free year of Creative Cloud. Amazing. Really good gift. Munir is going to listen to metal to make his mood good again. Munir, does that help you feel better? I feel like it would stress me out.
You don't like watching The Parent Trap? That doesn't make you feel better?
While listening to metal.
Let's do a metal version of Parent Trap.
Whoa.
Let's get together.
Yeah. Wow. That could be amazing.
Oh my gosh, this is going to a good place.
Yep.
I like it.
Yashai, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Only one submission. Can I send 2 works? So we only accept 1 submission per stream. And then if you want to submit again, like if you don't win the contest during the stream, then you can submit something for the next one, but it just has to be totally new, not just like an updated file. All right, how we doing? You're finishing up with this beautiful kind of grayish lilac.
Grayish. I like that. Yeah, now I'm just gonna pause. And see, that's the thing. I probably missed some places, but I'm just kind of just going for it.
Keep it going.
Yep.
Jennifer has a great question. Any tips on keeping focused on personal projects against client projects?
Oh, Jennifer. You have an answer for me about that? Holy cow.
Yeah.
I just barely asked my husband. I stress about that all the time because I have a huge list of personal projects that I'm just dying to work on.
Really?
But, you know, and then you get jobs, which is great. I'm so thankful for them, but then I don't have time to do my own things. So
Yeah.
I know that there are some people that actually schedule in time for personal projects, which is brilliant. But I have a bad habit of not being able to say no sometimes. So I need to get better at saying no, basically.
Gotcha. Well, at least you have that problem.
I know, right? So I can't complain. I know I sound like an idiot, but it's just just make time for things because it's so important. That's how I've gotten to be able to do some really fun projects is from dabbling and doing my personal projects. So
Yeah.
it's really important.
Right. And I think there is a part that I'm struggling with about like sacrifice of other parts of my life that I really enjoy. It's like I really like sleeping in, but maybe I need to get up an hour or 2 earlier.
I have a kid. I'd really like to spend time with him, obviously.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Right. I know, it's hard.
It's tricksy.
Lots of different things pulling at your attention. Lewis, how you doing? So, yeah, saying no is hard. Agreed. Katerina, let me check your link to see if it works. Unfortunately, it doesn't. It says that I need access. So make sure that that link is public. Oh, so Laura, with some clients, she'll just say no matter what because they're too hard to work with. And she knows that.
Yeah, well, that's good if you know from the get-go. That's great.
Right. Have you ever found yourself in a tough client situation?
Yeah.
And like, how have you worked through that?
Well,
Without being too descriptive.
No, exactly, yeah. The one that I can think of off the top of my head was just they were asking for a lot of changes, and that wasn't like originally factored into the budget. So thankfully I had a rep, and they were able to just be like, "Are you comfortable with making all these changes? And I was like, no, save me. Yes. So they jumped in very diplomatically.
Good.
What is that word? Diplomatically, yeah. And they were just like, you know, they just handled it really well, and they're just like, that's just not going to work out, you know. But if it would have been me, I would have been like, and probably scared them away. So
right, or you're like, yeah, I'll do it, and then just hated
and
every
then just,
moment
like,
of it.
Die. Yeah, no kidding.
And at the end of the day, you're like, why did I put myself through that?
Exactly.
Was it worth it? Yeah. Askar, you want to see more of my work? Feel free to follow me on Instagram.
Yeah, totally. I want to follow you on Instagram too.
I think I
want
just
to hang
followed
out
you.
with you too because I wish you lived in Utah.
I know, I've never been.
Cute little thing.
I'd like
come
to
on, it's wonderful, and you can come go hiking or skiing or what have you.
Yeah, I was surprised when you said that Eden, Utah had all the seasons. Do other places?
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Right?
And I know Ann Chen. She's incredible. Holy cow, she's also from Utah. Utah has a really rad lettering scene, actually.
It seems like it.
Yeah, there's a ton of us that love lettering. So Ann is freaking amazing.
Very cool. We'll show this submission here soon. We've got about 15 minutes until the contest is over. And also, I just want to welcome you in if you are just tuning in and you have no idea what's going on. Feel free to raise your hand in chat and say, hey, what's going on? We have Jill DeHaan with us today, and as well as 3 other amazing hand lettering designers and artists this week. We are here on Adobe Live, and it's a live show Tuesday through Thursday, 9 to 5 p.m. Pacific time, where we focus on different aspects of the creative sphere and kind of celebrate and educate. Yeah, let's get that on. Sorry. No, that's okay.
I didn't draw on the butterfly because that was too much to have to do.
Oh yeah, I noticed that. But I like just having the bird.
Just the void.
Yeah. But anyway, so welcome to Adobe Live. Be sure you're watching at be.net/live. I know you can also watch on YouTube, but if you come over to Behance, you can chat, you can enter the contest, you can like each other's portfolios and appreciate them. So make sure you're hanging out.
Green.
Ooh, onto the green. Anne says, yes, Utah has a great lettering community.
Yay, Anne. Oh, that's fun.
Leon is trying to start a fight in the comments. Calligraphy versus lettering, which one is better?
Oh, they're just different. I love them both. I really do. I used to do calligraphy a lot, and I would do like wedding invitations and envelopes.
So
like
many.
800 envelopes. I was like, okay, $400.
How much you paying me? Oh,
That's not very much.
No, it is not.
It takes so long, but it was really fun. I actually love calligraphy.
Yeah. So a lot of people refer to them as the same thing. And how do you see them?
I think they're totally different.
Yeah, I agree.
Calligraphy is more like writing.
Yep.
You know, with a special pen, whatever. But you know, lettering is like drawing letters, whereas calligraphy is like writing letters.
Right.
Yeah, that's
perfect.
What I think.
And I think, at least in my understanding, calligraphy has more like tenets to it. Like there are ways to hold the pen and ways to make letters. And
totally, and lettering's like wide open.
Yeah, it's
for
just
the most part.
drawing
exactly.
letter forms.
Yeah.
Aaliyah says lettering. Yep. Leon says, I just got done with my first envelope job. Rest in peace, fingers.
Leon, I feel for you, pal.
Yes.
There is something so satisfying, though, by having that stack of beautifully written envelopes. So fun.
Oh, yeah.
There's actually, it's talking about the lettering community in Utah, in Salt Lake. Another gal who I interned for a long time ago, her name is Melissa Esplin, and she started calligraphy.org.
Oh,
and
wow.
she does wonderful calligraphy workshops that you can buy on her website, and she has actual calligraphers like help with the tutorials. And anyway, you should check out calligraphy.org or follow her on Instagram because she's got some really great information and resources for if you're starting with calligraphy. Yeah.
Andrew, we got your submission and it works. No worries. We will let you know if they do not work, or if we, well, I guess we can't let you know if we don't get it. Good clarification, Claire. It says all calligraphy is lettering, but not all lettering is calligraphy. Interesting.
I have to think for a second.
I know.
Oh, yeah, that's an interesting way to say it. Sure. I'll take it.
Sure. Ooh, Donna has a great question. How do you digitize your artwork? So you usually scan it, right?
Yep. Yeah, I scan it, and then, but in like I've said a lot. It just kind of depends on the project. If it's for something that needs to be vector, obviously I'll probably just take it from the sketch phase and put it in Illustrator and use the pen tool from there. You know. But yeah, each project has a different outcome. But I often will scan. I pretty much use that mostly.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I like that workflow. It's pretty simple. It's like you make the art and you scan it.
Right. And honestly, I think that's why I love what I do so much, is because like I was originally gonna like be a nurse or something, and which is amazing. I totally love that, but it's just like I just needed to do something that would change often, and I would be like, you know, I don't know. I didn't want to be stuck doing something that I didn't love doing. So
that makes sense. Yep, just 9 more minutes to submit for this segment. So get those submissions in. I'm getting them open as they come in so we can look at them soon.
I keep peeking over there and you guys are doing awesome stuff. I'm so excited.
Do it. Don't peek. I mean, you can. Marshall, Michael, and Rufus not hosting anymore. You'll definitely see Michael popping into the streams. Rufus isn't in town very often, but I'm sure when he's in town, maybe you will see him.
Yeah, I've seen Michael popping in and out.
Yeah. So he did a lot of like doing this, hosting and
did he?
Chatting. Yeah, cute, one of the OGs.
He's a cutie. Let's see, where do I need more green? Well, let's just do the bird.
Why not?
Put a bird out of here.
Put a bird on it.
Put a bird on it, right? Why not?
Right, maybe I can get some of these submissions open so we can look through as many as we can before the submission deadline, which is in 8 minutes. So let's check some of these out. We've got sunset.
Cool.
Nice gradient. Good job. I really like this one. By
Adolfo. That's rad.
Mm-hmm.
I love that texture. That's so cool.
Really nice brush lettering. We've got love.
Beautiful.
And hate. Ooh.
And hate.
Good combination. Good juxtaposition. This is beautiful by
Anne. You're killing me.
Yes.
That Anne.
Brave. Really nice technique. Like really
so
interesting.
Cool. Like I'm gonna have to ask you how you did that.
Yeah.
Stinker.
Right. I wonder, did you do the blend tool in Illustrator?
Yeah, tell us, Anne. Like how did you do the cool, you know, that's
yes.
So cool.
All right, Michael. So we are doing UX design next week. Thank you for the hint. So we're doing all lettering this week. We have until tomorrow. And then next week, Tuesday through Thursday, it will be all about UX design. This is by Thinking Ink. So here are the sketches.
Oh, nice.
This is the finished. I really like that. I feel like that could be like a wire necklace.
Yeah, totally.
Nice. Another option.
Awesome.
Good job, Thinking Ink. I really like the aesthetic of this. Just a cat.
Me too. Simple, bold. Cool.
Could be a cool sticker. This is Dobis by John.
That's cool.
Sometimes I call Adobe the Dobis.
The Dobis.
Or the Adobo. Potato Shop. All kinds of names.
Oh, cute. I like that one.
Yeah. Nice job, Daniel. Ooh, Mangula, capital of Nicaragua.
Ooh,
Nicaragua.
That's great.
Yeah, beautiful. Managua. Not Mangula.
Mangula.
I threw an L in there. Where'd that come from?
That's cool.
This is cold, which is really, it gets the idea across. It looks
good
very icy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Descriptive illustration.
Whoa, what does this even say?
Whoa, I don't know, but I love it.
Swavy.
I love that kind of stuff. I've been posting a lot of that kind of stuff to my Pinterest lately.
Yeah?
Yeah, I love this, you know, messing around and experimental type.
This would be really interesting to paint.
Heck yeah.
Like having to cut all the shapes up.
I actually really like how people do that. They will print stuff off and then like crumple it up and then take a picture of it and then
paint it.
Paint it, yeah. Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah,
little
by Christy.
birdies.
Very cute. Good colors too. This is Begin by Andrew.
Nice, that's cool.
Yeah, kind of got like an optical illusion kind of thing going on. Oh, Swanky. Leon, sorry.
Swanky. That makes sense. I totally see it now.
Like Swaney. All right, we already saw this Love and Hate, but nice. I'll just close out this tab and keep the other one open. This is by Chandler. Stay glitchy, my friends.
Ooh, that one's cool. I like that a lot.
I don't want to stay glitchy. I'd like to be glitch free, please. But really cool look. Digitize. Nice. There's some speed to
that's
this.
Cool. I know, it's like movement. That's rad.
Very good. And Ocean by Michael.
Beautiful.
Nice. So we have 5 more minutes to get your submissions in. Hopefully these have inspired you to upload and not be scared of sharing your work, because we love to see it. Yeah. Go, glitch. So cool. Just admiring your work in the monitor.
Oh, I'm looking at people's little comments
Yeah.
there. I'm recognizing some names there.
Right?
It's fun. Yeah.
Cool. We have a lot of
Green
people.
Callum, cool.
Yeah, coming back day after day, building up this community.
Awesome.
Love it. Noelle, you can still submit. Yes, we've got 5 more minutes.
Don't wanna...
Or 4, technically. Kelsey just submitted. Awesome. We will pull it up to look at it after the deadline. So I'll just work on curating this little list down so we don't have a million to look at the end. It's a tough decision. Ooh, Christy, great question. What are all the different mediums that you like to work in?
Oh, now.
Oh, now.
There are so many fun things to do with lettering. My goodness sakes. I really, a while ago, I was really interested in doing cyanotypes, where, you know, you would create you'd just pick a bunch of crap out of your yard and, like, build letters out of it and then put it in the sun, and then it would, what is the word? Anyway, the design would be put onto the paper from the sun.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Developed. I was like,
so anyway.
Photosynthesize?
Right.
No.
So anyway, that's something that I really liked doing, but it takes time and you need the sun, and anyway.
You need the sun in Utah.
Right. I don't know. Anyway, that's fun to do. And then I also have dabbled in embroidery, which I really enjoy.
Me too. That's what I'm dabbling in right now.
Embroidery.
Yes.
And then, like I said before, I really like doing chip carving, and I'm going to be doing more of that. I love doing murals. And then obviously like paints and chalks, and
yeah.
I just love trying all kinds of stuff.
So all of it is the answer.
Everything. Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, Tim, I agree. I wish we could award a prize for every entry.
Me too. They're so pretty.
Make it really, really difficult. Why do you do this to us? Why are you all so skilled and brave and inspiring? Christy wants to know, have you done letterpress?
I honestly haven't really dabbled in that myself personally. I've done some projects that have been letterpressed by someone else.
Okay.
But I haven't done it like myself. I would love to, though. There's so many cool things you could do with letterpress.
Right. Was it those greeting cards that were letterpressed?
Those were... They used that different process.
Okay.
What is it called?
Were they pressing or embossing?
Embossing.
Okay.
Yeah. So it wasn't real letterpress, but I did just do a card for a company that is going to be letterpress, so I'm really excited to see how that turns out. But I would love to letterpress more stuff. Especially, I really like blind letterpress, you know?
What's that
Where
mean?
it's like there's not even a color, it's just the paper that's
Oh,
pressed
yeah,
in.
me too.
I think that's
Yes.
really neat.
So beautiful.
Maybe that will be a future thing I can dabble in.
Yeah, that'd be great. Your work would be really beautiful. Just a little bit of a shadow catching on
that'd
it.
be fun. You're rad.
Mark has a great question. What's your favorite plant or flower to draw?
Aw. Let's see. Favorite plant? I really love yarrow. I think is really cool.
Oh.
And like the leaves on daisies, I think they have lots of cool little bits on them.
Yeah.
Not these ones, but
Right.
peonies are always fun. Of course, who doesn't love peonies? I'll take anything, honestly. I did a project last year. Oh my gosh, it was probably a while ago. And it was called State Flowers.
Oh, awesome.
And I drew all the state flowers, and so that was really fun to try to draw each one. It's interesting how many states have the same flower.
Really?
There are a lot of violets out there.
Oh, that's awesome.
I had to draw violets a bunch of times in different ways. So.
I feel like a couple have carnation too.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Ohio, definitely.
Yeah.
I know that one for sure.
Yeah, there's some cool state flowers out there. So that's a fun. That's going to be one of my things that I'm going to do for a personal project is going back now and painting them because I just did sketches of them.
Oh, okay.
So now I'm going to go back and paint them. So follow along if you want.
Yeah, there you go. So was it paired with lettering or was it just the?
So the main thing was the sketch, and then at the bottom I lettered the name of the flower and the state in a small, simple way that was the same every time. So it was mainly about the flower itself.
Sounds beautiful. Was it just a personal project?
Yep.
Or?
Just
Nice.
because I love drawing flowers, and it was like an ongoing thing that I didn't have to think too hard about. It's just like, okay, next state, next flower, you know. So
Right.
yeah, I need to hand paint them now.
Jennifer says, "OMG, I've been waiting for those."
Sorry, Jen.
Yeah.
Some people are like, do Michigan first, because I don't know if you'll finish all of them. That's, yeah, who knows? We'll
Might
see.
take a couple years.
Yeah, seriously.
Chance. Paul is wondering, the drawing on the iPad, is this a digital drawing or did you scan this? So you.
So I took a picture of my sketch here, and then I just sent it into my iPad and did the color from my sketch.
Right. So you have a couple different color options, and then you picked one, and now you
so
just...
here was if I did it on a dark background, which would have been fun, but I just didn't have time. So I was
Yeah.
going to do it on this dark green. So maybe next time.
Maybe next time.
Yep.
That'd be two beautiful like card options or poster options.
Yeah, I love a dark background. So
Too. Manon says, "I really love the colors you used." I do
you,
too.
Manon. That's nice.
Got some good color eye going on. So the contest is officially over. Crazy. So I'm opening up the last of these submissions, and we can look through them. I'll curate it again, and then you can pick the winner. If you're just tuning in, we do run a contest during every stream. Every day the contest is different. So yesterday it was to create letters or a set of letters on a white background in either Photoshop or Illustrator, CC. Today we took it a step further, creating a full word.
Sure, what just happened? Maybe my husband just did something.
Glitched.
That's funny. Michael.
Oh, guy.
That's Michael's fault. Oh, for heaven's sake.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Sorry. There we go.
So creating a full word, and that will be in Illustrator or Photoshop CC with a white background. And you all have been making great submissions so far. The winner, one winner every stream, will win a free year of Creative Cloud. If you've won previously, we'll get another prize to you. But let's look at some of these new submissions. Got Dallas by Joey Myers.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, really simple.
Oh, pretty.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun to make the letter out of something.
Yeah, I agree. Very cute. Ooh, let's see.
I think it's really
Wilderness.
fun to try out. I admire that you're trying different ways of making your letters. Like the D is super different than the R and
Yep.
the W. You know, I think that's really fun. I think that's really good to explore those things.
Right, and see what is readable, what is legible, what's not, and how far you
Right.
can push it.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. And then we've got Feel by Kelsey Wells. Nice job, Kelsey. Cool reflected look there. Mark Furlong has got Alien going on.
Ooh.
This is really cool. It's like
I can dig it.
building the shape as you move down.
Yeah, that's cool.
Really nice, Mark.
I like it.
We've got John Sullivan, Be You.
Beautiful, John.
Really nice.
Well done. That's really nice.
This reminds me of that John Mayer cover.
Totally, yeah. That's really nice.
Yeah, nice job, John.
Good sketch, too.
Says Adobe. Very minimal,
Ooh, yeah.
very simple, but nice. Gets the point across.
Cool.
Focus by Vanessa. This could work like as a sticker in a planner. If you put it on a specific task, like I need to focus.
on this for the love.
Yeah. Nice, Vanessa. Cute little whale.
Aw.
I love the little illustration that goes with it. Nice job. Ooh, you're just my type.
Ooh, I love that one.
Yeah.
That one's really cool.
Yeah.
It looks like they did it like with honey or something, you know, from up high almost.
Yep.
That's cool. And I
Very
like the
flowy.
impurities. I think that's really neat.
Yeah, Nicholas, how did you make this? Is it captured in Capture? Did you upload
Yeah.
a shape into Illustrator and trace it?
Yeah. Like
Really
to know.
awesome. This is by Brittany Blythe. Nice, it all kind of fits into this circular
Yeah.
shape.
I like doing that.
Yeah, right.
I like that. Yeah.
Kind of constrain yourself. All right, Lightning Dimanche. Oh, dimanche.
Is that Sunday? What day is that in French?
Lundi, mardi, mercredi, jeudi, samedi, dimanche.
Is it Sunday?
It's either Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah.
Michael
Somebody tell
Shez, where are you?
Also, what's his name? The other kid that's doing it today. Stefan.
Oh, Stefan.
Stefan knows too.
Yeah. Somebody. This is amour.
Oh, another French one.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of these kind of 3D shaped words with these beautiful gradients. Nice job. Okay, so it was hand drawn with a big old German wood pencil. Then you took a picture in Capture.
Hey,
Nice.
cool. I love it.
Love Capture. Great job, everyone. If there were some straggling submissions, we will look at them in the next segment. And I'll curate this list down and have you pick a winner in probably like 10-15 minutes.
Amazing. I love it.
Cool. Mohammed says, by the way, hi, Jill DeHaan.
Hi, Mom.
She's here. All right, it's Sunday.
Okay,
Alexander,
I thought
thank
it was
you.
Sunday.
One of those good days. Good weekend days. Nice work, people. I agree, William.
Indeed.
This is a tough decision every time. I'm wondering in chat if anyone just submitted for the first time or if you've submitted over time. I know some people submit like every stream and it's amazing. I love seeing the differences in your styles and the growth. Tell me your stories. I've never submitted.
You never have.
Maybe I should.
Heck yeah, you should. Maybe I should.
Yeah, maybe you should. Just for fun, you know. Susan said this would be a beautiful work of art. Oh, this would be a beautiful work of art for a prize.
Oh,
True.
Whoops, I just did it. It was me. I'm blaming it on my
all
husband.
along, of course.
Me. I'm not married to this. If somebody wants this, just let me know and I'll send it to you. Seriously.
Oh, that's awesome. You're gonna have people.
So many random artworks floating around my house
Right.
that I don't want anything to do with.
I know. I used to have just a drawer full of like sketches and drawings, and I'm like, I don't have anything to do with these. I guess
Exactly.
they go in the trash. I don't know.
Oh, but I can't part with them, so I just have piles everywhere.
Tiana says that was that was their first time submitting. Awesome. Maybe we can set up for this to be a giveaway.
Sure, let's do it, man.
Awesome. Maybe tomorrow we'll talk to Michael.
Oh, I think about my husband. I was like, he won't care.
Like, we need to get permission from Michael.
He's kind of important.
It's awesome. Faison says, now I want to start painting.
Do it. It's fun.
Inspiring. And painting can mean so many different things. Like it can mean this, where you're doing more graphic shapes. It could be very blended and textured or realistic.
Definitely.
Mark says, did you get ink on the camera? Don't think so.
Did my hair touch?
Tickle, tickle. Whoa. Double
Don't
Jill.
look too close at my face.
Super up close and personal.
Okay, so, I think that's probably done.
Nice.
So maybe we'll just let that dry and then I'll go ahead and erase the pencil from it.
Oh, nice.
So for the rest of this little bit, I think I'll just do some watercolor pen.
Let's see. Do you have any idea what you might write or quote or?
No, not necessarily here.
Ooh.
I wrote down some phrases at one point. Oh, there's my kid's artwork.
Beautiful.
Why isn't he doing this
Masterpiece.
right now? Jude. Funny Judy. Okay, let's see. Okay, here's some things that... Hot damn. Can do that.
Good. Oh, thanks, Asgar. Appreciate it. Chuck says, my partner and I would love to hang the picture on your wall. Maybe you'll be the winner,
yeah.
Chuck. Who knows?
Hope this is a really small hole.
Yes.
I don't know if you'll want to do this without spilling myself. I'll do it away from you.
Yes, away from all the expensive electronics.
Right. It's working.
It's working, it's working. Magic is happening behind the scenes.
I'm amazed that I don't have like some food or something over here.
Why is that?
I'm looking over at Becca's table over there and I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Snackables.
I know, I was gonna bring some candy over, but I was like, I don't want to tempt us.
Rectangle.
Rectangle. So we learned yesterday that Jill loves to give nicknames.
And those of you who know me know that that's true.
I believe it.
By the way, Gus, one of my nicknames is Jingbat. That's one of my...
For you?
Yeah, that's one of my big nicknames.
Jingbat.
Yeah.
It's because you're...
Jingleberry Bones. It's another one. It's a good one.
Like January Jones?
I don't know, maybe. I can't remember who gave it to me, but Jingleberry Bones.
That's awesome. Leon says he's fastening his seatbelt. You better. About to get wild. Man, this is tough to curate. I'm having a
Are you guys
difficult
jealous of
time.
my Altoid tin?
I am kind of jealous of
You
it.
should be.
Yeah, so this is just a watercolor little...
Yeah. Precious.
What even would that be called?
I don't know. I just bought one
puck?
little single, watercolor guy.
There you go. Do you like a specific brand, or are you kind of just
No,
like...
this is seriously, I just got it when I was traveling, and I was like, that'll do.
Oh, Adobe Live Team says Jilly Boat. That's a good name.
Jilly Boat?
Jilly Boat.
Oh, hey.
Or Gilly Boat. That one could work.
I love nicknames.
Chuck is asking, are you using acrylic paint? So you were, correct?
Yeah, that was acrylic for this little lighting. But this, now I'm using just watercolor.
Awesome.
All right, let's see.
So acrylic and watercolor act pretty similarly, at least depending on how you're using them. Like you can definitely water down acrylic, but the finish is different. Acrylic turns into like plastic, like glue, basically. And watercolor is just totally water soluble, which can be a good thing, but also a scary thing. I find that if you water down acrylic too much, it can get kind of chalky, but watercolor is kind of built to be watered down. Yeah, awesome questions, everyone. I agree, Adobe Live Team. Keep asking them. We've got Jill for about 10 more minutes today, which I think you timed this out really well.
I know, yay.
Yeah,
I mean,
perfect.
it's a little messier than I normally would do, but I think it's fun.
Yeah, for all intents and purposes.
Personality.
Perfect. Muhammad is wondering, have you had your coffee today?
Why? I'm acting really jittery.
No.
Yes, I did, by the way.
Nice. How do you take your coffee?
Well, I just recently have started liking like normal coffee. I used to just I used to just drink like lattes and stuff like that, but now I actually like normal coffee. So
Nice.
I take it with cream, no sugar.
I like that. I don't like sugar either.
Yeah. I like to taste the coffee itself.
Yeah, I just went to like a coffee shop and got like a chai latte the other day, and I felt crazy after I drank it because it had so much sugar in it.
Yeah.
I was like, felt like I was going to throw up and blast off at the same time. It was nuts. I'm so not used to it.
Yeah.
So Donna is asking what kind of brush is being used?
It's a watercolor
Yeah.
guy, a little water brush. It's not cooperating at the moment.
Oh no. So I think a popular brand for them is Pentel. Pentel has awesome, they're called Aquash water brushes. But a lot of other brands make them too. Noah?
I don't know. This is Pentel.
Oh, nice. Noelle wants to know, Jill, do you know a Jack? Any Jack friends?
No, I don't.
No. No Jacks for this Jill. Nina says that's what caffeine does to me as well. Yeah, it wasn't the caffeine. I know it was the sugar because I drink coffee every day, but just no sugar. What else? What other kind of questions do you have, chat? We'd love to get those answered before tomorrow because he won't be back until 11 a.m. tomorrow. Brom wants to know, do you still have your first lettering piece?
Oh my gosh. I found it a long time ago.
Really?
And it was from high school, and it was like a really angsty, depressing lyric from a song.
Yes.
Like a punk song.
Do you know what band it was?
No, I can't remember.
Mine would have been like My Chemical Romance.
Like that kind of stuff.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah, so funny.
Oh,
and
man.
I was cracking, because I thought that was pretty cool at the time.
You're like, I've expressed myself.
Yeah.
I did it.
So cool.
Eduardo wants to know what artists inspire you. Maybe non-lettering artists or lettering artists.
Interesting. Oh, there's so many, and we've mentioned a couple of them here yesterday. But okay, I'm just gonna start with lettering artists. So definitely Eric Moranovic. I love him. And Gemma O'Brien. Those two are my top amazingness.
Cool.
There's so many that are amazing, but I really, really love their work, obviously. And then in terms of like normal artists, like are we talking like illustration or something?
Non-special artists, yeah, or just like any other
I
kind.
really like Tegan White,
Yes,
and it's hard to be put on the spot. I don't know.
that's okay.
There are so many that I really like. If you look at my Instagram, I follow a gazillion artists.
There you go. So. It's a great way to know what inspires people. Just go check out who they follow on Instagram.
Totally.
Let's maybe hop over to these submissions after you're done adding the final little flourishes. Got about 10 minutes left.
I don't even know where this is going. I'm just kind of playing with it.
I like seeing how organic it forms.
I didn't sketch it beforehand, and I probably should have.
I think it looks really nice.
I did the D wrong, but I meant to do it like it should have gone. Like this. That's what I meant to do.
Oh.
Something like that, where it's more connected.
I see.
So I messed up, but whatever.
That's so funny. So have you done that before? Or were you just like picturing in your mind? Like...
Yeah, well that's why I do a lot of like phantom drawing at first to
yes.
like
Me
feel
too.
it, you know, first. But anyway, so that's what I meant to do. So I don't even have to finish it.
Okay, perfect.
Show me what you got.
Awesome. So we have the curated list of these submissions.
Sweet.
Yes, the winner will win and I appreciate this from Rio because it shows that they are actually working on it today.
Oh, nice.
But the winner will win a free year of Creative Cloud.
Nice.
So here's Rio, and I think the
bird
thing,
inside is so clever. Yeah.
Yeah, this kind of knocked out shape. And I like that you went from this first sketch into the final where the bird's a little smaller and this one's a little bigger. So I like seeing the work there, the process. Hustle.
That one had really good texture elements for sure.
Built very kind of almost
utilitarian.
Yeah, it looks like brutalist and cool.
Oh yeah, that nice one. Good texture.
Beautiful. Very good. This is Hanoi.
Not handy.
Not handy. That makes sense because it's Vietnam.
Right.
Like, what? Who even knows? But really beautiful. It mixes illustration and hand lettering, like very well. Really, yeah, that you. Nice by Yuri. And
That's
Yuri,
beautiful.
I think your icon is a little bit similar. Like, I like how you build your letters.
What you do. That's cool.
There's probably other work from, here's Stefan from yesterday.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, this is from previous contests.
Oh
so
my gosh,
nice.
cool.
You have it in
beautiful work.
Yeah, all in one project. Nice job, Yuri. Close this out.
Oh, I love that one. Oh, this is gonna be hard.
I know. Got Anne's Brave.
So pretty. I love it.
Really nice flourishes. They're kind of similar
So
to the
beautiful.
ones that
The
you
thing
were...
that kills me on this one is the E. That E is like real nice.
Yep. And you can tell that it's not like completely perfect. And I like that. Like the bowl, I think is what it's called.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it looks like it was hand done.
Yes.
So pretty.
Nice job, Anne.
Oh, that one's good too. I
Cat
like that
stamp.
one a lot. Yeah, cool.
Love it. I want to use this in like iMessage. Like, send that to people.
Cat stamp.
Got really pretty Joy.
Awesome.
Christy. Alien.
Oh, that one's cool.
These are also different. And the Beat
Oh
You
yeah,
by
that's great too.
John.
Oh crap.
Oh no.
I think it's between, for me, I think it's that textural, like, yeah one.
Okay.
That one. And Anne.
Okay.
The Brave.
These two.
And then, oh, thank you, that's helpful. And then I think I like the cat one.
Awesome.
I love that one.
Oh, they're all in a line.
I really like those three. And they all have red to them. Interesting.
Yeah, you're just feeling the red
What
today.
am I supposed to do? I don't know.
No.
Crap. Okay.
So, let's work through this.
Okay.
Anything that you think they could work on for this one?
I just think I like how simple and bold
Yeah.
it is, you know.
Yeah, there's
Hop
not
to the next one.
Okay.
Just think about it. And that one, again, simple but interesting.
Yeah, I think one of the only things I can see is maybe the shape of this exclamation point. I know it kind of follows the curve, but I think it could be cleaned up
And
a
it
little
does say yeah, right?
Yeah, does it say yeah?
Because that's the thing. Actually, maybe I don't even know what that says, but I just love it. Like, it's just really pretty. I know it's a Y.
Right.
So anyway, okay.
And
Next
then
one.
we've got Brave.
And then I just really love hands. Okay, I think I'm just gonna say Anne.
All right, Anne
'Cause
is
I
the
love
winner. It is really strong, nicely designed. Anne, you have won a free year of Creative Cloud. If you've won previously, we'll get you another gift. Yes, Yuri, they're all so cool.
They're all so good. That was really hard.
I agree. I think this mixes really beautiful hand lettering mixed with a cool technique in Illustrator, which we never heard how you did it. Maybe you said it, but I'm guessing the blend tool. Let us know.
That's great. It makes me want to get in there and fiddle around.
Yeah, play around.
Fun.
I think your work would transfer really nicely into something like this. Yay! So thank you so much, everyone, for submitting. We've had over 100 submissions already today, I'm pretty sure, which we haven't been live for that long. It's really great. Stick around for the next stream if you didn't see yours. We will show it, and it's because it was submitted after the deadline. Hey, over there, how's it going? Good. Yeah, Kelsey's so beautiful. Congrats. I agree. Maybe we can hop back over to Jill's camera so we can see what she's working on.
Oh. I don't have my proper eraser. I just have my mechanical pencil. But normally I would use a gum eraser to erase this. So
yes.
Here I am erasing with my mechanical pencil.
We've got the candy wizard over here.
Stefan's over there eating candy.
Out of
That's
an
what I
actual
want
bowl.
to do.
Afterwards. You have about 3 minutes until you can do that.
Okay. Oh, well then I'll keep lettering then.
Perfect.
In that case.
Yeah, let's see if we can do something in 3 minutes.
Okay.
Challenge.
Okay, that sounds fun.
Awesome.
See, I wish my brush would be more wet more quickly. So let's just do this instead. I use my pink water.
Dip. There you go.
Okay, what should we do? Kids these days? Snack it out. That's how I'm
Snack
feeling.
it out.
We'll just snack it out.
I love it. Everyone in chat, if you are just tuning in, thank you so much for being here. Please watch us at be.net/live. Best way to experience the live stream experience. And you can submit your contest entries there, and you can also subscribe to Behan's Adobe Live and make sure that you know what all of the new events are going to be for upcoming weeks. Like next week, we're going to be doing UX design, which is a far step from hand lettering. So you can learn pretty much every piece of the puzzle of the creative world. Really cool here on Adobe Live. Adolfo says, glad to see that you liked my yeah. So it was yeah.
I loved it. Yeah, it was beautiful.
Yeah,
it was tricksy.
You were close to winning, Adolfo. Next time, keep submitting. Make sure you submit for different contests. If you don't win, we'd love to see the growth and that you guys are engaged with what's going on. Really cool. Christy says, thank you for sharing, Jill.
Yay, thanks, Christy.
Woohoo. We got about 2 minutes left. So let's see if we can get this. This is like a true test.
True test. Just kind of rolling with it, so we'll see what happens.
I think you're going to be able to do it.
Should I say snack it out?
Snack it out.
Sometimes I don't add in the details until after because, you know, like I'm probably going to turn this into something and that's going to be something. So that's why I haven't done my crossbar yet.
Gotcha.
That's just how I do that.
Man, so we're going to be going off the air here in about a minute. So thank you everyone for watching. Like I said, thank you for being such a prolific and quick worker. This is the main thing that Jill did today, from sketch to color study to finished piece. And we're going to try and set this up as a giveaway, maybe tomorrow.
I don't want it.
Don't want it. Take this off my hands.
Yeah.
So we've got Stefan coming up next. And make sure you stick around for the rest of the day and tomorrow. Thanks everyone for being here.
Yay!
Goodbye.
Bye.